a low risk, high reward opportunity. And it kind of starts out with getting a really good risk reward trade going on in the first place with a simple retest into the zone. So we have a couple opportunities on this particular chart and instrument. First and foremost, you're going to be looking to do trend following trades. So always look to be drawing trend lines and just matching up the lower highs, kind of like this, and we can look at that and we can say, hey, you know, there's a good probability that we will get probably another bounce somewhere down in this range, which is exactly what happened. But before that happens, something that I like to draw your attention to is a lot of times we will see this happen right here. And what this is just a little retest into a zone. Now obviously we formed a new low down here, and we can see that when this zone was formed, it price shot away 4.5 points before it retested this zone. So the areas to actually re-enter and take the zone trade would be a couple different things. First, it would be obviously at the top of the zone if your risk to reward is good. So let's measure that out. Looks like it's about 2.25 to 4, almost 4.5, so that's definitely decent for a trade to be making that. And you're going for like a 2-to-1 ratio risk to reward. The other place to look for a possible retracement would be where the wicks meet the body of the candles right there. So then you're risking 1 to make about 5, which would also be really, really good. Now, obviously, that's looking at retesting the previous lows just to see how that happens, and that's a very, very simple trade. The next type of trade that you could possibly do is to take this thing back down on the opposite side as it retests the trend line. So we actually have some dead zones here, and as you can see, the dead zones will pop up when you click dead zones. And looking at our risk here as it retests the trend line, we have about a 0.3 worth of risk on the table. And if we do it to where the actual wick meets the body, then we can actually get that a little bit lower. Notice that when we're doing this type of trade, we want to be on the top side of like a 20 moving average, and you can kind of see how we're on the bottom side of the 20 moving average in this particular retest. So just be looking for that to happen. So as the trend line gets respected here, or as the trend line gets respected here, let's go ahead and measure down to the next zone, which we see is obviously down there. So you're looking at about 6.25 points, which definitely falls within our range. So when this first retest happens, it's a real nice, actually 6.5 points, because we actually are gaining a little bit by putting our stop, or putting our entry price as it retests the wick of the body of that candle. So so you're looking at about 6.5 points to 1.25 points. Now obviously if the downtrend is to remain, you should be making about 12 points on possibly a second contract, or taking it further on down in that realm. It did not do that, but it actually started in a new uptrend. So once we saw the uptrend form, you can go ahead and draw your uptrend like this, and now that leads you to a really great risk to reward right there. Actually, that's about equal, so that's like a 1-to-1 trade, so you wouldn't necessarily want to take that based on where those zones are drawn. But that's simple trend following with APA zones and trend lines.